You know, it really sucks to be out there trying to price jobs, either repair or replacement, and not really understand your numbers and what you're actually making or losing. That's pretty frustrating. And what's even worse is you think you're making money because you're only looking at certain direct costs, and then you get to the end of the month and you don't have any money left because what actually happened, you lost money. Guys, this is Pete with HVAC Greatness. I want to talk to you about dialing in on your numbers. And now that while this is not my focus, I have developed this tool for people that I work with so that the people I work with, they know right down to the minute what it's costing them to do business. And they know exactly how to price their repairs, they know how to price their replacements, and they know how to price accessory sales and even new construction. I'm going to show you how to do this. Let me give you a little example of what this will actually look like. So first thing we do is we actually come in over the business and we calculate all of those numbers. And this is just kind of a example that's not necessarily accurate. When we actually go in to do a job, let's say that we have an equipment cost of $3,000. And we start coming in with $400 worth of this and $35 worth of that, $100 worth of this. And so we come up with this list and it accumulates here. So in this example, we've got $3,400. Now I'm going to go to the next tab and you'll notice that $3,400 is actually moved over, and there it is right at the top, $3,400. So this is all filled out for you. You'll set this up. There's like a commission rate if you pay a sales commission. There's a financing rate if you offer financing. We've got it defaulting to 5%. So once this number populates, and we already have built in things like contingency, sales tax, internal warranty, and you can adjust these, and that's part of the training, we actually have to have our data entry. What about our truck expense? This is a variable overhead. This is really important because it kind of goes up and down, right? It's one of those things that even though you have like a steady truck payment, you've got expenses that go up and down as you use it more, like fuel, like maintenance, like repairs. So we actually have that factored in. So that's 1 day on the job. That's a 1 day change out we're talking about here, right? And we go in and we'll fill in all these other different line items and we'll come up with a total materials cost. Then how many man hours do we have? I've got 2 man hours, or I'm sorry, 2 man days. Man hours is on the repairs sheet, and I'll show you in just a minute. And so we know 2 men, 1 day, right? 2 man days. And this will actually come up and give us a break even. So in this particular job with the company numbers that we have entered, and by the way, that will be different for you. This company needs to make $5,368.30 just to break even, okay? Just to make it even. So we have the overhead factored out. So what do we need to charge? Well, that depends on, we got to look at the market value and let's see what the competition is doing. And then we need to see where we need to be in terms of net profit. So we've got a big chart here that'll give you all these scenarios. So this is not your pricing. These are just what ifs. So, I mean, we've got all the way up to making 73% net profit. But let's say that you want to make 25% net profit. So you're going to be somewhere between these two lines here, which brings us over somewhere in here. Looks like we need to charge around $7,000. Let's say $7,100. And enter, and here's our chart all the way across. This tells us our gross profit. This tells our sales price per man day, our GP per man day, but this is our actual net profit, $1,731, which is right at 25%. Okay, now keep in mind that you don't sell systems every day, and if these numbers seem high, you have to be paying for your company's expenses throughout the year, and this is a for-profit business. So, but notice here that this is what the company needs to make here, but if we have it financed, and they're going to take $7,000. Well, the final price needs to be this, $7,473, because they're going to take out their financing fee and then cut you a check for the amount that you need to make in order to make the net profit. So this is an example. Now, one of the other things that I've done here for you is that some of you don't have hourly employees that are at capacity. Some of you prefer to subcontract that out. So, or maybe you have piecework. So I've got two different scenarios in here. You click the down, let's say you want to do a task pay, And so we clicked that, and based on some numbers that we got plugged in on the other side, now I just went down to 20% net because that task pay is a little bit more expensive the way we have it set up. And what we do is on the task pay is we take the burden part and keep that as the company, okay, so that we can still offer vacation and benefits, but they get a set task fee. But different from that is just straight up subcontractor, which would be here. So on the subcontractor amount, let's say that, let's see, would you have anybody in here? So there's zero labor. We come to the subcontractor, and let's say that's $1,250, and that's the way we decided to do that. Then our break even is right at $7,000. 25%, if that's our goal, we need to be around $9,200. And so this is an example of how this works. And see, we're right at 25%. But if we finance, we need to sell it at this. And if we have, let's say we have a commissioned salesperson in there and he wants to make 7%, well, now we got to sell that job for $10,000 because you got a commission of $644 that's going in there. So this is a tool that is yours to keep. Okay, there's no renewals or subscriptions or anything in this. When you sit through my training on this, we're going to walk you through for your numbers, and I want to show you how as the market start to change and you're doing more service than replacements, or more replacements than service, or you can constantly adjust these so that you are always accurate. So the same is true for, we can do a materials list over here. The green is repairs, so we can come in and let's say you have a $200 motor, and and then we come through and we got 1 hour with burden and everything else. Here's our break even. We got to charge $447.02 to break even. And again, let's say we have maybe a 35% net profit. We're going to be somewhere in the range of $680. Let's just put that in, see what it says. 680. If we charge $680, we're making 35% net profit, or $232 for that repair, which is billable time 1 hour, but you may have 2.5 hours in it by the time you have everything else working in there. So that's another thing to consider. And we have travel expenses broken out separately. And again, if you decide that you want to go hourly or task pay or subcontractor, you can use this feature. So if this looks like something that you would like to have, you just put it right on your device and you always have access to it. We go through your numbers, and if you don't have numbers yet, we project them. Okay, we're going to put that together for you. In the workshop, we're going to be doing it this month. Based on, look at the recording date. We're going to be doing it this month in February. The dates will be announced. If you want to be a part of this, HVAC Greatness subscribers, or if you follow on the YouTube channel, you're going to get a discount. Okay, so just hit me up. Email me, hvacgreatness@gmail.com, and I will put you on the list and let you know exactly when the pricing and the dates and all that stuff is actually going to be sent out, and you'll be able to attend these. These are very affordable, and you little guys, I got you in mind. Don't worry about it. You can afford this. This is not some high price program, but we do have to recoup our costs on this. We spent a little bit of time and effort on creating this tool for you. It will be yours, and you'll always have it. And just one more way Pete's taking care of you. Now, my focus obviously is on the branding and the marketing and making sure you get all those sales, right? That you get those customers, that you can close those deals, right? That the people want to do business with you. That's really, really important. But we got to have our pricing right, or else the whole thing goes out the window. So this is a class that we can teach. We can get you dialed in. We'll teach you how to monitor this, teach you how to adjust this on the fly so that you can always come in and stay on top of your own numbers. We got it really simplified so that if you're new in this, you'll get this. Okay? Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. I hope to see you in that training live this month in February. You take care. Bye-bye.